For a lot of people, a criminal sentence does not end when they're released from prison. Other than fines, there are a range of fees that people are assessed when they go through the criminal justice system. These include things like court fees, laboratory fees, police transportation fees, fees for probation and parole supervision. There are even some jails in this country that charge you room and board per day to be there. Because a lot of people who are involved in the criminal justice system are financially disadvantaged, these fines and fees can turn into large debt obligations. And they can really cause a lot of harm in people's lives. Depending on the jurisdiction you're in, it can be harder to find employment or housing or get a loan for higher education. And in some places, you can't vote until your criminal justice debt has been completely paid off. In some states, they charge high interest rates on these debt burdens. So for the poor person, it can be virtually impossible to escape this debt. But perhaps the most controversial effect of having this debt is that you can be reincarcerated for not paying it. Most probationers and parolees have to abide by these rules or supervision conditions. And in most places, paying your debt back is one such rule. So that if you fall behind on payment, a judge can revoke your probation and parole, and you can be sent back to incarceration. Fortunately, we've outlawed debtors' prisons, so it is illegal to incarcerate someone just because they're poor and cannot pay. Instead, judges have to conduct what's called a detailed assessment of ability to pay before incarcerating someone to establish that you can afford to pay, you're just choosing not to. Unfortunately, in this country, it's unclear whether and how these detailed assessments are actually being conducted. This issue affects a lot of people. There are over 2 million people behind bars in the United States, but there are over 4.5 million people on probation and parole in America. Together, all of these issues raise a number of fundamental questions surrounding fairness and justice, and also raise more practical questions about how we should best use our finite court and law enforcement resources.